Now then, welcome to Reviews on Realism. Today we're going to be reviewing Possum. Possum is the directorial debut of Bob Holness off Blockbusters. No, it's not. It's the directorial debut of Matthew Holness off Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Do you know him? Have you been to Dark Place? Have you been? It's a story of a puppeteer who returns to his hometown to live with his horrible, disgusting father, played by Alwyn. Is it Alan or Alwyn Armstrong? I never know, but he's fucking great. So this guy, Sean Harris, moves back in with his dad because he's lost his job. We don't know why. And he's haunted by this puppet that he's made called Possum, and by his disgusting father, who he lives in. I don't know what era the film is set in. I know he said that he was inspired by those sort of child safety videos. Holness said this. He was inspired by those sort of child safety videos, those horrifying ones from the 70s and 80s where they showed people like getting their legs cut off by trains and getting electrocuted. Don't go near pylons, that sort of shit. So it seems like it's set in that period, but he never sort of says it is. But I like to think that it's not set in that period, but his dad has just not cleaned the house since then, because there's just filth everywhere and it looks like the 70s. So anyway, the film is about him. He's a very worried, troubled man, and clearly something's happened in his childhood that's made him this way, and that there's a child has gone missing, and he seems to think that he's done something. But again, it's just he's trying to get rid of this puppet. His dad keeps asking him if he's killed this puppet yet, and he's like, it's not alive, mate, what are you on about? But he's just troubled. He's trying to sort his head out, and he's been haunted by this puppet. I mean, that's about it for the plot. It's quite a short film though. It's an hour 20, something like that. Quite a short film and very claustrophobic. When you're stuck in that dingy den with him and his dad, with his that smoking thing with the massive ash on the end and just filth everywhere. You're either there or you're out in the woods, just wandering around. Really, it does have that cold feel of the 70s safety videos, because that's usually what they were. It would be some kid running through the woods with his kite, going near the electric pylons, or like crawling into a substation with a toy machine gun just to get charred for life. And there would always be that moment where you see he'll look normal. He'll like, I think Nolan nicked this off for The Dark Knight, because I remember one where someone got electrocuted and at the end they went to the hospital and they was sat like that, and you're like, he didn't look that bad. And then he turned over and just for a second you saw all these burns and scars on his face. And then it flicked off, and then they were like, right, back to class with that in your head. Well, that's what this film sort of felt like, because I think that's what he was trying to do. That it keeps building, and you see a little creepy thing here, a little creepy thing there, and it just keeps building up, and then goes mental in the end. So yeah, it's a good horror film. It's a good horror film. It's very atmospheric. It gets a bit, because it doesn't really have a plot, and it keeps just doing these bits, it gets a bit repetitive. But once you're in there. So you're not really, you're just a bit like, ugh. You almost want to see it after a bit, because you keep getting these little bits, and you keep getting this weird tinnitus sound whenever something happens. Like, oh, just stop it. Just get it over with, please. But don't, because I like horrors, and that's why I'm here. So that was a great first attempt from Garth Marenghi, the Dream Weaver. Real name Matthew Holness. I'd give it 7.5 out of 10, just because it got a bit repetitive. But yeah, it's one that gets under your skin, more like The Shining than, there's no jump scares or anything like that. So if you like that sort of thing that just, it's like nails down a blackboard, that sort of thing, and getting under your skin, and after you're like, what? It's that sort of film. So yeah, check it out. If you dare. What?
Now then, if you liked video, then click subscribe. If you didn't like it, well then bug off.
No, don't really subscribe anyway.